Alright everyone, this is Bob, and yep, it's the end of the ball aquarium for now. It was just way too much maintenance, and we didn't even add any fish or animals in there, and it was just crazy. The thing is that, first of all, I never managed to actually stabilize the substrate, the dirted substrate, so there was constantly some dust like that, and some bubbles as well, so I couldn't add any animals in those conditions, and that's without even starting to speak about the fact that the bones that I put in there, they kind of debalanced the entire aquarium, so there was a lot of algae, I guess, that formed, and just overall bacteria, I guess, but not good bacteria, that was just covering the plants. And the worst thing probably was the dust. There is a lot of dust in my room. Like, it was always, each day I had to do something about it, but I must be honest, for the last few days I just give up about it. I was just like, okay, well, screw that. So yeah, I got tired of working on something that could have straight up be dangerous for the future animals in there. So now we have all the plants in there, as well as the branches. So what I'm going to do is to keep those plants and those branches in there, in that aquarium, so they can accumulate some good bacteria on them and growth. Because basically they didn't got, well, that Java fern definitely got a good growth, but the jungle sword, Amazon sword, sorry, they didn't grow that much. Their roots, their Groot. I am Groot. Their roots have not grown. Like, the entire point of the bowl was to make those roots get stronger, you know, get all the nutrition. But I think the plants were doing better in this aquarium because it was stable, while the other one, the bowl, that crap isn't stable. As I said, the Java fern right here did well. The Anubias did okay, but yeah, those plants, to be honest, I'm lucky that they're still alive. So what does all of that mean is that I'm going to eventually get something bigger than this small bowl. This bowl was just too small and too unstable to provide a good life for any animals. So yeah, I'm going to get something bigger, like a half moon aquarium or something like that. Also, by the way, just I think that fish skeleton was a mistake of me to purchase it for this aquarium, for the 26, but I'm planning to actually remove it and put it in the new future aquarium, simply because in here I don't feel like any of the fish really like it, in the sense that all the fish love that thing, they love the skulls, but I think the gold barbs preferred when the two skulls were together. It made them, like, you know, have two hiding spots, one against the other, while they don't just they just cannot hide in there because it's too small even for them. Remember, gold barbs are going to get big. And even the cories don't really go that much in there. But I think this thing would be perfect in a smaller setup with smaller fish. Also, I think I lost one of my two stir-by corydoras, so right now we're looking at Coco. We also have Bandit somewhere back then. Oh, he's here. That's Bandit. But yeah, one of the two stir-by corydoras. I don't see the other one, but yeah, I think one of the two died. Not sure why. I don't think it's due to water quality. I think it's just due to the fish himself. Up until now, it's been like 2 sturby that died, if this one is yet dead. I think one of the main reason is probably stress and temperature. So stress due to the checkered barbs. The checkered barbs are just assholes. Let's just be honest about it. Most of the time they're chill, but when they decide to attack, they do attack. Like the gold barbs, they don't care about the checkered barbs. The Danios, they don't care about the checkered barbs. But the corydoras, oh, they get beat up real good. I can tell you that. And the corydoras are actually a pretty strong in defense fish, but that's against bigger fish. Like the goldfish wouldn't try to attack the corydoras, especially when they reach that size. That's a good defense against bigger predator, especially their spine and all. But against small barbs that are able to nip a specific point, all the defense just leads to nowhere. And yeah, basically when the male fight, they just like to fight each other and the corydoras. So the corydoras are going to probably go into the other aquarium. Maybe not Bandit, as Bandit still seems to be doing really well. But the smaller of the two of the corydoras, he's going to go in the new aquarium for sure, which will give us a bit more space for 2 or 3 new fish in here. And I'm thinking of removing all the plants, the real plants, and putting all in the new aquarium, because yeah, having a smaller aquarium definitely means you need more filtration, and plants are perfect for that. But I really want some actual filtration as well. Because yeah, basically the plants, they are good to absorb, they are good for biological filtration. But in my room, I think with all the dust and all, first of all, oh, that's the third stir-by. So that's one of the 2, and I haven't seen the second one. And the last one, the last time I've seen it, he wasn't feeling good. So stir-by corydoras actually prefer higher temperature, and since my aquarium don't have a heater right now, and I didn't knew they needed a heater, they might be suffering from that as well. So when you're constantly beat up and you're into colder temperature, it must stress out the how you say it, the immune system. So it might take a long time, but eventually the fish might die. So I want to remove it from this aquarium, and you know, maybe put Coco in the other corridora, so bend it with them, so they would be into a much more safer, smaller aquarium. They would be perfect to be scavengers, as they wouldn't had to compete with the barbs constantly. And yeah, basically they would have had a much better life, I think, and with all the plants they would have had a lot of filtration. So for the next aquarium, I'm probably going to actually add some small schooling fish. So I was thinking about chili rasbora, I think you call them, like the really small rasbora. They are really small yet beautiful. I would like to also add, so that would be probably the main fish, then some shrimp, obviously, like 1 or 2 Amano shrimp. I want Amano shrimp. I think they're cool, and I want to try them, as well as some cherry shrimp and some endlers and snails. When I say snails, I just mean like pond snail. Well, you know, just snail that come with the plants, that would be good. And celestial danios, you know, the really small yet really beautiful danios, that could be really cool in a smaller setup. So I think that since those fish and invertebrate are so small, and with remember, we have Data nubias, Data nubias, Data nubias, Data nubias, those two plants right here, that plants, and those three Java fern and that other nubias, and this one, this one is just floating all the time, but it's making roots, so it's still alive. But yeah, with all those plants and with a real filtration, I think I would be alright with that bioload. I mean, in here we have kind of a significant bioload, but yet we still, especially with the two goldfish, but you know, with the sponge filter doing all the work, and having all those like darker places that are perfect for bacteria, we definitely have a strong filtration in here. That, believe it or not. So having all those plants in that other aquarium, and you know, having some actual established bacteria and all, that could be really good. And having some actual filtration, so a really small filter, maybe even a sponge filter, but you know, just something that remove the dust, something that remove all the debris. That aquarium would thrive probably, and you know, it would survive, I think. So it would definitely do better than this bowl. That bowl was just a nice project, but I don't think the plants. If I was to redo that project, I would do it with only Java fern, and I wouldn't dirt the substrate. And you know, I wouldn't put some crazy stuff in it. But you know, I was experimenting. Nothing have died. The plants are still good. All the fish are like picking at it. I think they're just cleaning it up. That's a good thing. That was the main thing also. In the bowl, we didn't had any crew members to help clean it up and just make the agitation in the aquarium. But yeah, having some guppies, some chili rasburas, and some you know, celestial danios in there with some shrimp and corydoras. Well, okay, well that's beginning to be a lot, but you know, if we manage the aquarium correctly and with that nice big decoration, that decoration will seems really huge in that aquarium, and that could be really a good point. That could be well. And so with that remove, I would actually add this right here, and then I could use one of my fake logs to kind of retake this design right here and put it right here with more fake plants that are colorful, and just with all the real plants removed, I could add some more colorful, smaller fake plants in similar to that size, and potentially just take this one, put it right here to hide even more the sponge filter, and then add like a more colorful plants here and just remove those one, and you know, add more fake plants, more colorful fake plants. So this aquarium will be really a nice plastic looking, while the other one will be more of a natural looking. So it will contrast in a way, and you know, this aquarium will always be much more aggressive, while the other one will probably much more peaceful, and that's good. I mean, I'm looking for different behaviors, I'm looking for several things. Maybe, yeah, maybe add like something more aggressive in this aquarium. Not too aggressive, obviously. We still have two goldfish, but as long as the goldfish are the boss of the aquarium, I have no problem putting something in here that, you know, just had some spice. Because I do love the checkered barbs chasing around, and I do love the gold barbs being gold barbs. Really like being sassy, I guess. Yeah, sassy. Gold barbs are sassy, guys. But yeah, adding those fish and adding maybe more danios as well. I love danios, actually. I know I wanted to remove them, but now I want to keep them. I think they're perfect for this aquarium. But yeah, removing the corydoras and adding a bit more of aggressive fish in here, that could be good. And having a peaceful, colorful community aquarium in the other one, that could be good as well. And in here, most of the fish aren't that colorful. I mean, we have the gold barbs, we have the goldfish, and a bit the checkered barbs, the males. But yeah, in here, the core could be the central piece, while in the other one, the fish themselves could be the central piece. But I mean, yeah, that's a good central piece right here. Nothing can beat that. I don't think so. But yeah, having like plastic versus real plants setup could be good. And in the other one, tropical fish versus in here the subtropical / cold water setup. Yeah, it could be really good. I mean, it shows two styles of fish keeping. It shows two sets of challenge. So one being to manage community with goldfish, and the other one being manage a smaller community aquarium, like a nano aquarium. So yeah, let me know what you think. And yeah, sorry if you really loved the bowl aquarium. It was just getting too much of maintenance for the amount of enjoyment I had from it. Anyway, thanks out for watching, and I will see you all real soon. Bye!